Hello, everybody. Good morning. You're very welcome to our sign language class this morning. My name is Anthony, and that's my sign name. And I'm with an interpreter today, as usual. So, everyone's very welcome. If you're joining us for the first time, you are especially welcome. And welcome to our returners. Good to have you back with us again. So, I'm based in Belfast. The weather here today is actually really lovely. Blue skies today, but very cold. Think actually it was down to -3 there. Yesterday was very different, very warm, but not particularly pleasant. I think it was actually about 11 degrees yesterday. So we were all melted with our coats on when we were out walking. So today there's a significant drop in temperature, but the positive thing about that is winter is nearly over. Spring is coming soon, definitely. So we're all excited for spring, and we love the thought of the summer to feel the lovely warm sun, don't we? I'm sure everybody loves that. That's watching us today. Okay, so today what we're going to focus on is describing a person or describing an animal. If you have any questions or comments or want to ask me anything in relation to sign language or deaf awareness or deaf culture, please just type your comments in the chat box and we will learn some new signs or whatever. But my plan is just to teach you what you want to learn. So please, if there's anything you want, just type in the chat box. Hi, Kellyanne. Good morning. You're very welcome. So, Kellyanne, I hope you had a good birthday. I remember you were telling us it was your birthday, wasn't it, last week? So, I hope you had a good celebration. Okay, so let's start teaching you how to describe a person. But first of all, let me recap a little bit about what we did last week. We did some important vocabulary last week. So let's just do a quick recap on try and remember some of the words that we learned last week. So that was thank you, and please, and excuse me, sorry, and hello, and bye or goodbye. If you didn't join us last week, please don't worry. You can actually look back to the video on Royal Voluntary Service Facebook page. There should be videos there. So if you click on last week's BSL session, then you can see what we were learning last week. So don't worry if you're not following along this morning. You can have a look at that session. So today is just going to be a quick recap of what we did. So that was can, and can't. No, I know, and I don't know. Should, shouldn't. Want, and don't want. Or it can be sound like that as well, don't want. Need, and don't need. Like, and don't like. And that's a sign for yes and no. Yes and no. So remember we had anything positive was the thumb up, and we said last week that the little fingers signified the negative or something not so good. So good was thumbs up and bad was little finger up like that. And brilliant or fantastic, again with the positive thumb up. Brilliant, fantastic, or great, great. And this one was a sign for worse, better, better, and best, best. Awful or horrible, awful. Or that can signify the sign for, ooh, that's really terrible. Horrible, terrible, awful. Okay. So hopefully you remembered some of those words that we learned last week. And if you remember them all, even better. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let me just check the comments here before we move on. Hello, Millie. You're very welcome to our session. Kellyanne, your birthday is this Sunday. Oh, good. That's exciting. Birthday's coming soon. And good morning, Joan. Good to see you again, as always. Brilliant. So, good that everyone's coming back to these sessions. Okay, so now, as I said, I'm going to talk about how you describe a person. So this is describe, describe, describe a person, person. And that's a sign for animal, animal, animal. Or you can sign, if it's a pet, you can sign it like this. That's a sign for pet. Actually, I'm thinking the most common sign for pet around the UK is probably this one. So it's stroking the back of your hand as if you're stroking a pet. I know there are lots of different regional signs for different words. In Northern Ireland, actually, we just fingerspell the word pet. So it would be P-E-T. That would be our sign. But probably the most commonly used sign in the UK in many regions would be this for pet. Okay, so now let me teach you how to describe a person. So if it's a man, that's the sign for man. Or a woman, woman. Man, woman. Boy, boy, and girl. So girl and woman are the same sign, but your lip pattern will be different. So woman, you're mouthing the word woman, and girl, your lip pattern is for girl. Boy, girl. And that's old, old, and young. So that's your Y if you remember. So you tap twice, and that's the sign for young. Old and young. Okay, I'll go over those again. Describe a person. Describe your friend. Describe your family. Describe your brother. Describe your sister, your mother, your father, your children. Okay, so man, woman, boy, girl, old, young. So the question might be, describe your friend. The answer would be my friend, and then refer to the friend. My friend's name is Mark. He's male. He's old. Okay? So you're always pointing to the person and then describing them. So now let's talk about height and size. Deaf people, as you know, are very visual. And sometimes when I'm teaching, students get a little bit offended because I'm so visual. But think that just understand that that's part of our language and culture. We're not targeting anybody or being in any way malicious with our comments. It's just part of the culture to be visual. So that's tall, tall, short, short, average, average, thin, thin, slim, slim, or fat or heavy, fat, or big, big. So thin, slim, fat, big. Okay, so you can understand why it is very visual, but remember it's part of our language to be as visual as that. Okay, so I'm going to repeat these again one more time. So if you're talking about height, it's tall, short, average height, thin, slim, fat, big. Okay, so here's the question. Describe your friend or describe your two friends. So this friend, my friend's name is Emma. And this friend's name is Mark. Emma is a woman. She's tall. She's slim. She's young. Mark, he's a man. He's average height. He's quite large. And he's old. Okay, good. So now I will teach you a little bit of how to describe the hair color. So lots to learn today as always. So hair, You just point to your hair. Hair is long, long, or short. So long hair, short hair, bald, bald, or you can sign bald like that, bald. The most common sign for bald is this one. So hair can be long, can be short, you can be bald. Straight hair, so straight hair is signed like this. Curly hair. So if your hair is long and curly, then you'll sign long and curly like that. Or wavy, wavy hair. If the hair is very short, it might be curly and short, so it would be signed like that. Or short wavy hair. Okay, so let's recap on those again. So it's hair, long, short, bald, straight, wavy, curly, or short and curly. Okay, so now let's focus on the colors. Black, black, I'm just checking if anyone has made any comments, so I haven't missed anything, I don't think. So let's go back to the colors that you would use for hair. So black, black, blonde. So the sign for blonde is almost like a moving sign, so the fingers flick as they move behind the head. So that's blonde. Brown, brown. Oh, let me think if that's the... again, I'm trying to think of the most commonly used sign in the UK for brown. Let me think, is it that one? I think it is actually. I think that's the most commonly used sign for brown. In Northern Ireland here, we sign brown like this on the back of the hand. But I think the most common sign you will see is probably this for brown. And white. So again, it's a flicking sign like that, moving away from your body. That's white. White. Grey. Grey. And red. Red. Ginger. Ginger. Hopefully I've covered all the possible hair colors. So let's do these again. So we have black, black, blonde, blonde, brown, brown, white, white, grey, red, and ginger. Okay, so there's lots to learn there. So when you are describing a person, if you're talking about their hair color, it's important that you first point to the person, signify if they're male or female, and then point to your own hair, and then describe the color of the hair and whatever you want to talk about. In English, we would say she has long brown hair. So that would be the English word order. BSL is different. So you sign the hair first, and then you describe the color of it and the style of it. Okay. So I'm going to describe my two friends here again. So back to Emma over here and Mark over here. So Emma, her hair is long and straight and blonde. Mark, his hair is short and straight and white. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's clear as to how to describe someone. Now, let's talk about eye color. So eyes, eyes, eyes can be black or brown. They can be blue. So that's the sign for blue. Blue. Green. Green. You may wear glasses, so that's how we sign glasses. Glasses. Okay, let's repeat these signs. So eyes, can be black or brown or blue or green. Green. You may wear glasses. Okay, good. So let's describe Emma and Mark's eyes. So Emma's eyes are blue. Mark's eyes are green. Okay, so let's move on to skin color. So again, regional signs may vary here, but this is the normal sign for white skin. Sometimes you will see this sign for white in relation to skin. I commonly use this sign for skin color. So that's white and black, same sign, but again, different leaf pattern. So it's when you're talking about the skin, that's white or black, white and black. And that is Asian, Asian, and Chinese. So if you're referring to someone's nationality and they're Chinese, that's how you sign Chinese. Chinese. And Asian, Chinese. Again, white or black, Asian, and Chinese. Okay, let's just recap those one more time. White, black, Asian, and Chinese. Okay, so again, I'm going to give you more description on Emma and Mark. So Emma is black. Actually, no, sorry, she's not. Because I know she has blonde hair, I told you it's probably very unlikely that she would have blonde hair. Oh, she may have dyed it. She may have dyed her hair. But with blue eyes, not sure if that's the right description. So anyway, it's whatever. You get that. It doesn't matter. You understand what I mean. So Emma might be black. And Mark, he is white. So that's how you describe a person. So moving on to another topic, just a little bit of extra description. The person may have a beard or a beard signed that way, depending on the length and type of the beard. If it's a short beard, it's more likely to be signed like that. If it's a big, long, bushy beard, you're going to sign it like that. Mustache, mustache. And that's a sign for pretty, pretty. Beautiful, beautiful. Pretty, pretty, and beautiful. Handsome, handsome. Okay, I'll recap those again. So that's a beard, a shortish beard, or a long beard or heavy beard, a moustache, moustache, pretty, beautiful, beautiful, and handsome, handsome. Okay, so let's see if we can do a full description of Emma. And we'll also describe Mark fully as well. Okay, so let's try and remember everything we've covered here. So Emma is, let me think, how did I describe her the first time? So Emma, first of all, is a woman. She's young. She's tall. She's slim. Her hair is long and straight and black. Her eyes are brown. She is black-skinned. She's very beautiful. Then Mark. He's a man. He's old. He's average height. He's quite fat. His hair is short and straight. And a little bit of curls there as well. And his hair is white. His eyes are green. He is white-skinned. He's very handsome. Okay. You might want to add also, he might have a moustache. If he has a moustache, you sign it like that. So you can add on extra ways to describe. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's clear and you've learned how to describe a person. So let's quickly learn how to describe an animal, perhaps one of your pets. So that's dog, dog, cat. So dog and cat. Fish, fish. Rabbit, hamster, hamster. So let's see if we can describe some of our pets. So I'll just pick one to start with. I'm going to describe a dog. So the dog's name is Bonnie. So Bonnie is a big dog. She loves to run, runs very far, and can run very fast. Bonnie's fur is yellow. Yellow. No, actually, sorry, yellow. That's the sign that you would use more commonly in most areas of the UK for yellow. So her fur is yellow. Her eyes are brown. And her ears are not too droopy and long. They're medium length. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful dog. She is 5 years old. She loves playing with people. And she loves playing with children. She is very happy with children. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a pet of my own. This is why I'm finding it quite difficult to describe an imaginary one. My children keep begging me constantly for a pet, especially a dog, well, or a cat. They want both. Maybe in the future, maybe one day, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a dog or a cat. Okay, I'm just going to check the comments here. So that's lovely. Lots of you are describing your pets. Nice to see them in the comments. Actually, someone is asking or mentioning the word grey in relation to hair. So that's how you would sign grey. Hopefully everyone enjoyed learning about describing a person today. So that's how we describe a person or describe an animal. And Kellyanne, I want to wish you a very happy birthday for this Sunday. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. And hopefully everyone has a lovely weekend. I want to say thank you all for giving up your time and interest to come and learn sign language with us. It makes a big difference to the deaf community, gives us a lot more access, and we really value and appreciate your time. I want to say also a big thank you to Royal Voluntary Service for giving me the opportunity to teach sign language and make it accessible to anyone in the UK who wants to join. And thank you also to the interpreter. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. See you all very soon. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye.